Hey traders, hope you guys are doing well. In this video, we're gonna have a look at Goldman Sachs. GS is the code, and we're gonna have a look at that. I'm just gonna share with you what I see, what's happening through there for you guys that are interested in what's happening with some of the banks. Some of the banks like JP Morgan are looking a bit more bullish, but Goldman Sachs was one that I chose today to have a bit of a stock overview for you guys. So before I start this, guys, trading is risky. Don't trade it. Don't take a trade based on what you're seeing in this video here, guys. Because, you know, the truth is that, man, I need to recall this bitch, don't I? Every single trade you take has a random outcome built with the probability of outcome. Therefore, you don't know which trade is going to make you money. Therefore, you need to have a trading plan and a trading system that you take every single time. And there's no guarantees. Past performance doesn't equal future performance. You can lose your, everything else you can think about. So, with that being said, guys, first link in the description, I'm giving away a trading course. Also, if you want some coaching from me as well, links are in the description. Go check out that. So, let's have a look at Goldman Sachs and see what's actually going on through. So, the first thing I can see that what's happening with Goldman Sachs is we're just in this really big sort of just sideways channel, aren't we? Really just overall, just the last 6 months, just in this big overall sideways channel. It really is more like that there, isn't it? Something like that there, I would say. Now, the thing is this, guys, is like where Goldman Sachs breaks out is where it's likely to run to. Let me explain what I mean here. So looking at this on this daily chart here, we can see that we've got this channel. So what I'm going to do on Goldman Sachs is I'm going to rally up through here, and this works just like a charm. So we have this thing through here, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to then bring that down through there. So if it breaks down, if we break down, then we have a really high probability chance of getting to that level there. If we break up, then let me bring this up here, then we have a high probability chance of going to there. Make sense? So which is actually really interesting, which is actually the resistance support line, almost smack on that level. It's just crazy, isn't it, how things work out like that? So that's what I call a channel projected target. A channel projected target. It's a very, very good sort of trading tool that I use. How to find good profit targets in the markets, and you can see what happens with Goldman Sachs. Pretty much sideways, but this is going to give you a bit of an overview, because if we start to break below 215, we have a really high probability chance of actually then going down to that level through there. And if I bring this up here, and oh my goodness, isn't this just pretty cool, guys? Look at this. It's the exact high point over here. It's the ultimate high point over here. The absolute high point over there is where that trend line came into. Guys, there's so much stuff in this market here. There's so much stuff in this market here that just blow me away sometimes. When you look at these things here and you know how to calculate things, it's crazy how many of these things actually work out. So anyway, guys, so we can actually see that this market's going over sideways. Let me bring up the weekly chart. And what we're seeing here on the weekly chart is something really, really weird. Obviously, for the last probably most of this year, we've just been going sideways, haven't we? Just sideways. You can see how we ran up, had a little sort of false breakout up here, and now we've just been going sideways. If we start to get a down bar, then we have a really high probability chance of the first level getting down to at least, say, the 200 level. If the stock market starts to come off, then Goldman Sachs and everything else should start to see moved down to, which is like a 10-11% move where it is right now as I speak. So looking at Goldman Sachs, guys, this is what I see happening right now. I don't know what's going to happen here, because it could break up, it could break down. No one knows. It's in a channel. But wherever it breaks, if it breaks up, we have a really high probability chance of getting up to near the 250s. If it breaks down and we start to get a good close below this, say, this 210 level, then I would say this 190, 195 level is a really, really, really good target to actually have in Goldman Sachs. So there we go, guys. Bit of an education for you. There's how to find good profit targets in the markets, and also a bit of a Goldman Sachs update.